What?
What is it?
Okay, so the first question is, during the Great Depression, how did your family? Do you remember how your family got food during the Great Depression?
Well, let me tell you not about my family because my dad always worked and we always had food. So he had his own business, and so I had no problem. We had no problem there. But let me tell you about my favorite story. Is my the family that just lived on the corner. We lived in the middle of the block, and the person lived on this little. It was a house that the church provided to people that couldn't afford to, to pay rent or anything. And this is how sad it was. Their father had gone to Nevada to try and find some work mining, but she had two brothers, and my friend was my age, went to school with, and the, they didn't have any leather. Their shoes had worn out on the bottom,
Like leather?
and they would come to the house and ask if they could borrow newspapers from us so that they could pack the bottom of their shoes to walk in the snow and cold and ice. And then at Christmas time, they'd take an old broomstick, and then they'd go around and ask people if they could get branches from off there. We used to get Christmas trees and then take the bottom branches off so that we could put the presents under it, and then put those out for the garbage. If they could have those, and then they would tie the branches on this broomstick for their Christmas tree. And then it was just so sad. And the they had to take a bath. If they had a bath, they just had a big old tub, and then a coal stove where they put wood in and wood burning. They could just they used to have to sit around in the house with their overcoats and blankets on because they didn't have heat in the house. It was so sad, but that's not about eating. About eating, the thing I can tell you about is we used to have what we call bums. They would come to the door, and they would always come to your back door and knock on your back door and ask if you had a sandwich that they could have to eat. It was really really pathetic. Those are things that I can tell you about. You know,
Um,
I don't know if that's going to help. Is that
it helps. It's good.